What's up, everybody? So, new day, new phone to talk about. Today is going to be actually about the Tecno Spark 4. So, earlier on in the year, I talked about the Tecno Spark 3 on this channel. I liked the phone, it was a good phone and stuff like that. But however, the things I disliked about the phone were more than the things I liked about the phone. And one of such things I disliked about the phone was the design. I felt like, hey, we could have a better design than this in 2019 and stuff. So today we're looking at the Spark 4 to see if those issues or most of the things I complained about has been fixed, all right? So in case you're new to the channel, my name is Kingsley. I'm a certified IT technician. I love talking about technology, mobile phones, gadgets, cars, anything that has to do with tech. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. It will be my pleasure to share my ideas and knowledge with you, okay? So let's get back to the phone. I don't know if most of you have actually noticed that the Tecno phones of 2019, they all look the same, they all have the same kind of design, and they all have the same kind of feel. The Spark 4 looks exactly like the Tecno Camon 12, and what's even more interesting is the fact that all of them are made from the same kind of material. But the Spark 4 received a very major update this year in terms of the design from the previous Spark 3. And I like the new design because it's kind of easier to hold, because the device is now slimmer and a little bit taller than what it used to be, which is a good thing. But the only problem I have with their new designs of 2019 is that from a distance, you almost can't differentiate the Tecno Camon 12 or the Camon 12 Pro from the Tecno Spark 4 and the Tecno Phantom 9. Another very major update here also is in the display. Now, it's an IPS panel, which means it's an LCD panel, and it's like 3 inches larger than what the Spark 3 used to be, which is the reason why it looks a little bit slimmer and taller. And thank God somebody actually did something about that ugly notch I hated on the Spark 3 and on the Infinix Hot 7. Those 2018 looks were just terrible in terms of the notch. But I like the fact now that you don't have that notch anymore. You have this like the teardrop notch on all the 2019 devices. Again, this display looks just so similar to the Phantom 9, the Galaxy A50, the Galaxy A70, and the Tecno Camon 12 and the Tecno Camon 12 Pro. But again, you can't really blame these guys. This is what is trending right now, so I think they're actually following the trend. And another thing I also like about this display is the fact that the screen to body ratio is now very, very high. So we're having more screen now than bezels. So before you start complaining about having very low resolution on this thing, you have to understand the fact that what you're paying for is little less than $100 for this thing. So you're not expecting it to carry the kind of display that maybe the Galaxy A70 or the Galaxy A50 has, So what I have come to realize in this mobile phone space right now, or in this mobile phone business, is the more you pay, the better you get, right? So as you guys already know me, I pay more attention to performance in real time than specs on paper. As a technician, I've come to realize that specs on paper are just specs on paper. Where you're going to know how good a device performs or how well it performs is in real life situations. So in the Tecno and Infinix brands, 2019 is what I call the year of the arts, because they're actually selling a lot of arts on this phone, a lot of bloatwares, a lot of junks. Opening this phone from the box, you're having like 50 apps pre-installed, which is kind of annoying. And what's even more annoying is that 90% of these apps, they are not things you need. They're just junk files. So the Spark 4 is no different. Once you pick this phone, open it from the box, as soon as you connect it to the internet, you have not done anything, you have not put in your passwords for your Facebook, or you've not logged into your Instagram, you're going to have like a ton of pop-ups and updates that will be coming in, and sometimes you're just using the phone, something will just appear on your screen like boom, and you're like, whoa, what's that? That's as a result of most of the junks that are inside. So what I would tell you is, if you eventually get this phone, first of all, go to the settings and uninstall a bunch of these junks that come inside, because most of them are uninstallable, so that they will give you space to use your phone. And I'm strongly hoping they get to fix these issues of bloatwares coming in these devices in the next lineup of devices that will be coming. Another department of this phone that you get a major update again is going to be in the battery department. So we're having 4,000 milliamp hour batteries against the 3,500 milliamp hours that came in the previous generation, which is kind of cool. It's going to make the battery last a little bit longer than what it used to be before. One other major update is going to be in the cameras. So we are moving from a single camera setup on the previous generation to a triple camera setup on this one right here. But as I've always said, bigger doesn't always mean better. So the main camera there is 13 megapixel and it's still that the same 13 megapixel that came in the Tecno Spark 3. So the only other thing here is the fact that they added a 2 megapixel depth sensor. Right in front, you're still getting an 8 megapixel sensor like you got on the previous Spark 3. The cameras take pictures, but it's exactly the kind of pictures you will expect from a device like this, you know. So if cameras are your thing, you might just want to stay away from this device because the cameras are not that great. You can consider the Infinix S4 or you can consider the Tecno Camon 12. So here's my final opinion at the end of the day. If you own the previous generation of the Tecno Spark series, which is the Tecno Spark 3, I think you'll be just fine. You know, there might be no need for an upgrade. Because outside the battery, the new design, and maybe the cameras, there's no other upgrade. Everything inside is still very much the same. 2 gigabytes of RAM, Halo A22, LCD panels and stuff. So the design is different, but the content inside is still very much the same. But if you're somebody that is new on board, like if you're somebody that is just coming to the Spark series newly, this will be really good for you. Okay, so I'll tell you one cool thing that we're going to do. I think I'm going to look for where I kept the Spark 3. Let's actually compare them side by side. And that video will be coming up soon. So thank you so much for watching, guys. And still don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Cheers, guys. I'll see you again in the next one.